the very beginning of that. I had no idea he was able to bounce back like a freak show.
Right. Why are you the only one that had anything to say? Everybody else was quiet.
Well, I mean, as a fellow creator, when those people come up, I disconnect them right away.
Yeah,
Or
but
talk over them.
just think about it, right? Just like you reading the room, understanding what's going on. Nobody else thought it was funny. Nobody else even said anything. We just going to get them out of here. But you gave it that time and that attention.
Well, I mean that was a natural reaction.
See,
That
there's
was
nothing I can say to you. There's nothing John can say to you for you to understand what we're talking about.
wholeheartedly. My brain exploded seeing him bounce up and down back into the live. I didn't think it was possible.
You're still laughing.
And also, why is it a natural reaction to be finding that humorous?
To not be able to get rid of somebody from a live?
No, for somebody calling an N-word. Why
No,
is
that's horrible. But again, I wasn't.
You laughed out loud.
I guess I'm not explaining myself correctly.
Or just maybe you got some work to do.
Yeah, maybe that too. Of course.
Yeah, so
right?
maybe right. So maybe that. Say that part.
Well, I was trying to be honest with why I responded by laughing, and it had nothing to do with because he was saying the N-word. It was because he kept coming back up. I just didn't think it was possible. So,
No, you thought it was, you understood it. So you want to seem as if you don't know anybody that's racist that look like you. You know some
of course.
people that are
No, what are you
racist that
talking
look like
about? Of
you.
course I know racist people.
Right. So
Stop.
what do you say? Do you say something to them? What conversation do you have with somebody you know that's racist, and you say you're not? What conversation do you have with them?
You know, a lot of them that are openly that way, you can't really even talk to. You kind of
Well,
just
I'm
gotta let
asking
them.
you,
We
what do you
can't.
say? I'm
Yeah,
asking you, what do you say?
well, I'm going with the extremes here, but like I have older siblings that will sometimes slip and say such atrocious things that I have to correct them, but because they're boomers and they'll be checking off the planet soon anyways, I don't really want to upset family too much, but I do remind them that, hey, you shouldn't portray that in
There
that
you go.
certain way.
You just gave the out. I don't want to upset family too much. And that's what it's going to take. It's going to take you and people that look like you to get some other people upset, even your family members and your friends.
Well, yeah, it's not a black and white thing, so to speak. It's just you got family dynamics in any situation between
Right.
humans.
But you don't want to. You just say I don't want to do anything because I don't want to interrupt what's going on.
No, it's not that I
I don't want to interrupt how
I
I
just
feel and what my life is.
I just don't go to an extreme that I would with somebody else because it is family.
Or you can take social responsibility.
Right, because as a white man, racism doesn't affect you, Swish. That's why you don't care.
Jesus. I'm up here, I care.
You laughed when the man was saying the N-word.
Dude, again, it was because he kept bouncing back into the live. It had nothing to do with the substance of what he was saying.
I call bullshit.
Or lack of
All right,
responsibility.
fine. Then don't have
No,
any
what? I
friends
don't call
ever.
bullshit. I call lack of responsibility. You can stand up. If you don't believe that that's okay, you can say, I don't think that's okay.
I didn't. He went off on his. I talked over him.
You laughed.
Initially, I talked over him thinking that the host would immediately disconnect and he would be
But
gone.
why wouldn't you say, dude, that's not cool?
Because you can't say anything to them. When they're coming up here, they're doing that to trigger.
But you heard. Do you hear yourself? You talked over a stranger but you won't talk to your own family members.
Well, that's just like anybody else, right?
No, it's not just like anybody else.
You have to
No.
start somewhere.
What, you're going to talk to a stranger the same way you talk to your
No,
family?
you talk over a stranger because you didn't like what he was saying.
Well, there, yeah, right there.
Do you talk over your family members because you don't like what they're saying?
This is
Do
a
you even
public
talk to them
setting.
at all when they say it?
Again, I told you, not to the degree that you would probably
What?
like,
Okay,
Because
so what
because
did you
it's
want?
we're not
family.
there with your family. You have to do it. We're not there.
Well, it's not like they're. Wait a minute. Oh my God. I'm going to get myself in trouble here.
No, you're not going to get yourself in trouble. You're going to get yourself out of trouble. Look at it that way. Because the same system that's beating down on black people in particular is the same system that's kicking your ass. Because you won't say anything. It's only till you realize, oh man, I'm not white. I'm not in that class of people. I'm just another one. See, because at the end of the day, you got the problem. Did you create it? No. But your
Ask us
answer,
to help fix it. Yes.
Maybe I can do a little better.
yes. That's a great start right there. Just saying that. That's a good start.
Maybe.
Right. I caught that maybe.
Yeah, that's a good start. Maybe.
Yeah, you either is or you ain't.
Well, that's even better, Jess. You're right.
Now he don't have to go pro Malcolm X, but you need to stop those conversations in the kitchen.
You're either working towards being anti-racist or you're a racist.
Exactly.
That's a profound statement. Oh, that makes you think.
I hope so.
Okay, we can take the focus off me now. Maybe somebody else wants to talk for a
Oh
little.
yeah, still on that.
Yeah, but you see the pressure it is? It's a lot of pressure. Are you built for it?
I'm probably gonna have to talk with John a lot more.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, are you built for it? Right? You as a white man, you're built for everything else. You've built everything else. You're the most persecuted. Are you not built for this part of the job?
Damn,
Switch.
I'm a horrible person.
Switch. I go live several times a week, hosting lives to deconstruct racism and white supremacy. I followed you. Follow me. Come into my live and just listen. Just listen to what we have to say. See, and that's why I say you got to learn the real history of this country. Because the more you learn about how horrific and nightmarish we've been to black Americans in this country, your resolve will pick up. You'll want to be anti-racist. You want to change things because you want to be either a better person or make a better country.
So what you're saying
both.
is the individual, it doesn't really matter. Because if you're a whitey, you have to actively work on getting rid of racism, period. That's our duty.
Yeah. Yes, that's our duty. Absolutely.
Or you can inactively work and
And
perpetuate.
you can understand you're not in the billionaire class. They're gonna stump on all of us.
Oh yeah, I already know that.
But again, you can inactively work and perpetuate it. In other words, you can stand by and say nothing and do nothing to
Actively
your
work
own family
and
members.
perpetuate.
Hello? Did I lose this?
No, you're
Am I
here.
lagging?
I think show us.
Oh, I thought.
Go show the people that you know and have a talk with them.
Yeah, and again, I do.
And don't feel bad about it when you do it in front of your family. Right? But you do it because that's your proximity to whiteness.
Big Mike of Portland.
He's right. Big Mike Important is right.
Oh man.
And let's
That's how black people feel.
yeah,
I'm telling you.
let's pressure. You know what's right. You know what's wrong. We can hear it. Take it and do right.
Yeah.
Interesting being challenged. I haven't been challenged in this way in a while. I think I needed this. You know, you sit there and you think, yeah, I'm doing everything right. I'm cool with everybody.
It's not enough.
But it's not enough.
No.
Huh. It's not enough.
Not if you're looking to end the harm, to end racism.
If not, you have power in your hand.
Oh, man. Remember Hands Across America? You know, this country doesn't do stuff like that anymore. I was actually in Hands Across America.
This country has always been a racist country. Switch.
Exactly. John, you keep saying what I'm about to say. I mean, literally. I mean, the atrocities that has happened to black and brown people is infinite. It's infinite. Just look it up. Switch. If you haven't. And I'm not just talking about slavery, which was a big to-do, but just look at everything that white people have done to black and brown people in this country. And it's still happening. Let's look up recently. Just look up the Kendrick Johnson case. It will blow your mind.
Kendrick
Johnson.
Put it in the chat.
Okay.
Just so I can
Please.
see it. I you know, lately I've been preoccupied with what's going on over there.
One thing I would say, Switch, right, is you have to look at it from a different perspective. Right? You're in a position to change something with people that you know. But if you're afraid to do that, then you can't help anybody. They say it all starts at home.
Yeah, and yeah, you're right. I have to be a bit more challenging.
That's it, right, to other people.
And that's interesting, Switch. Do you feel afraid?
No, it's not, it's just uncomfortable, you know? It'll get uncomfortable sometimes.
Well, shit, well, how do you get anything done if everything is comfortable?
Oh, well, we don't, you know?
You know how long black people
We're
have
not
been
kids sitting
uncomfortable
around.
in America?
We don't even all get together for
That's what I'm saying.
holidays.
Do you know how long black people have been uncomfortable in America?
Yeah.
Kind of will be helpful. It kind of will be helpful if you stand up.
No, I understand. I feel like I'm demonizing my family now. Jesus.
Yeah, well, demonize what your family is standing for
Well, they're
instead of
not.
demonizing what's right.
Again, it's just.
Switch. You're 3 years older than me. I know you know white people that are like my family as well, that are in their 70s, that are like that. You gotta call them out. One of the last times I was at my father's house, he kicked me out because we got in an argument about it. He kicked me out of his house. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, see, I didn't. Everybody has a different, life experience. I grew up pretty much by myself.
What
So
does that mean?
So
How does that
switch.
apply here?
So switch. Don't take. And I listened to you a few times. I think we all listened to you. Don't take symbolic gestures as a replacement or a means of action. Right? It's just a symbolic gesture. Okay, Obama's president. It doesn't really mean much.
you don't think that inspires?
Yeah, it can inspire, but it's just symbolically. It's not. There's nothing that comes along with it. It doesn't make you think about anything other than, oh well, black guy's president, so let's forget about racism.
Wow.
But you have to understand that a lot of these things that are done are just symbolic gestures,
Yeah.
just to make people feel good, so they can go home at night and say, "Man, we've changed."
Yeah,
We
that's
really
exactly how I felt too. I was like, wow, this is awesome.
Well, if that's how you felt, why would you bring it up as if that's something that changes the situation, changes racism?
Yeah, and then there's really nothing behind it. I just went along my
Yeah.
merry way. Wow.
So maybe not all white people are racist, but maybe most white people are complicit to racism.
No, we're all racist.
Okay, yeah, we are racist too.
Yeah, so they
But
don't have to be
but are
complicit.
most of us complicit to the racism in action?
Hey guys, really quick. Hood Jedi, he had his hand up in the comments. Did you want to speak?
Thank you.
Yeah, no
Thank
problem.
you. I'm big on respect. I didn't want to cut anyone off. To answer the prompt, I do believe all white people are racist, though I have soldiers and comrades who are like John Brown who actively fight against it. Me and John Brown often talk about this. The stance that he takes, though, I appreciate it and is like a breath of fresh air. To fully like embrace yourself in revolutionary mentality, or to be from a white tee disposition. I'm trying to choose my words right so I don't get your loud flag. They would have to go to WAR to the fullest extent, and just acknowledgement of it isn't necessarily combating it. Though I do give it credit, because I'm not trying to dismiss anything that any white tee person is doing, speaking out against racism, but speaking out against it when people are being unalived, like how much you get what I'm saying. So I think all white tee people are racist, though I feel as though I just want to strongly emphasize we do have comrades like John Brown who do speak out against it. But I think until we are locking arms and really trying to fully dismantle the system as a whole, it's we're just aiding in it essentially. And sorry for being long winded. I'm exhausted. I actually got to get up at 5 a.m. for work.
Oh no, you're good. Thank you for your input.
And if I may, I don't think it's we. I think that the white people that know better need to do better. I don't think that it's just like, okay, we. We seeing it. You hear it. It's loud. It's in our face. So how about the white people that don't agree with what they seeing happening? Tea Party it, Jan 6 it. This is what y'all do.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I often make that point on my page when I bring it up, and they be like, "Well, what do you want us to do?" Or da da da, and I'll be like, "Well, when you disagree with the government, you January 6th." So I'm confused. Why? Where's that same level of rage at? And that was just for a dispute of politics. People are being unalived in the name of skin color, and now you want to peacefully protest. Now we want to have a civil discourse amongst each other to try to. No, this ain't time for that. And if you're serious about it, if you really are serious about it, which I would be if it was to happen to anyone else because we have empathy and we was raised right, then we really need to be moving up behind it. You know what I mean?
When have white people peacefully protested?
Hey.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this
Good
is the
point.
irony
Never.
of it. This is the irony of it. They've never peacefully protested when it's about them. But as soon as black people come into play or non-white people come into play, well, they're doing it the wrong way. We can't do this or can't do that. Their own history says that they don't peacefully protest. But they want us to peacefully protest. You see how the game is played?
Yep. Critical. They do the same thing with me when I'm coaching my soccer team because I'm a black man that's a coach. Excuse me, a BLK man that's a soccer coach. It's always slick ass comments made to more my direction about how they can do better, but none of them step up because I stepped up because my son's team didn't have a coach. 2 seasons later, I'm still there and made one of the most drastic changes with the kids because I'm a real mentor in real life outside of being a coach. But every season is always a white team parent on the sideline, whether I'm coaching their child or they're across the team, the other team, and it's literally verbatim the same comment. Oh, I could do it better myself. This ain't that hard. This don't look that hard. I could do this. So why ain't you ass doing it then?
Why aren't you out here?
Right.
And honestly, I think that our president literally gave them the hope that they would see us back in chains. They would see the Mexicans, whatever they want to see. I think that gave them a thrill.
Well, I'm not even gonna accept that narrative in no way. They can feel and think about going back and change. I don't care who the president is. That's not getting ready to happen here in America.
Yeah,
But I
Absolutely
think
not.
that's where they
There's
at.
no. That's a narrative that people are trying to paint. It'll never happen.
Ask Switch if
And I'm
that's the
telling you,
narrative.
it'll never happen. As a veteran, not gonna happen.
I can
Ask
I
Switch
can
if
see
that's
why
what they
she thinks
planning.
that. I could see why she thinks that. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see why she thinks it.
There's
But
dog
wasn't
whistles
that the whole
happening
point of
now.
the civil WAR with the Emancipation Proclamation that slavery never ended, but they had to rebrand it in order for the American society and the world to be more susceptible and allow it to be more acceptable and relatable in the form
Say
of privatized
you say
prison.
it again. You say it again. It's got to be what?
I'm saying, oh yeah, okay. So you heard what yeah, it has to be
Yeah.
Wait,
more
well, I'm saying
acceptable and relatable.
you guys don't have to give everything we gonna do. He was getting ready to tell us, like, is
Oh my
that
bad.
true that we think that that the Mexicans getting deported, and what y'all was gonna do with niggas? What y'all talking about in the kitchen?
Oh, nothing like that. It's just,
That's,
little.
that's not what I gathered from what he was saying.
No, it's nothing like we talk about that. No, it's just, there's those nuances that they'll put on things that aren't exactly kosher, for lack of a better word.
Switch. You do know, like what? For example,
They'll slip the N word once every 5 times I see them.
anything else that you can think of? Any
Nothing like,
laws?
no, they don't, they're not political like that. They're just people, you know,
Specifically,
who never had a conversation like this. I can tell
no,
you
what
that.
I'm saying that specifically we dog whistled that we're gonna vote for Trump because niggas gonna be back in chains, and whatever you guys want to do with the Hispanics, I don't know, deport or whatever. Is that a real conversation?
No, not in anybody I have talked to or heard say anything like that. But I can understand why you would think that. Just
No,
because of the
he
tone and
said
Bullshit.
stuff.
That's
that. He says
bullshit.
the
Now
key
you
word.
bullshitting.
No,
Now
the
you
key
lying.
word. I'm gonna let him go because he said it. I heard exactly what he said, and I
What?
understand exactly what he meant.
Do you think that white people are having conversations about putting black people in chains again? I'm not hearing
I
anything.
think
Be surprised.
the dog whistle that was blowed, I think that that's what Trump was saying, right or wrong. My ass, right or
Yeah, I
wrong.
don't. You're asking me something I didn't think about. You know,
Okay,
now I'm
but
trying
now
to
that you're
think
thinking
about
about
it
it,
in
right or
those.
wrong.
His rhetoric was really more about foreigners. It's just foreigners, foreigners. They're, you know, it was mostly that.
No,
But
but
he did call all those countries.
Switch. You are a foreigner here.
But not only that, no, he said immigrants are taking.
No, you're. He said foreigner. You're a foreigner here.
He said
You're not
immigrants are
indigenous.
taking
You're not
black
indigenous to
people jobs.
America. So hold
Yeah,
on.
no,
So
but you know
you
what I
want to
mean.
say
The
you?
people
No, I
crossing
don't.
the
I don't know what
border
you
are
mean. I just
poor
know what
and
you
brown.
said. I only know what you said. You are a foreigner here.
Well,
You.
everybody's a foreigner here. That's
No,
what
well,
America
everybody's
is.
not. This is
Everybody
what you
that
have to. This is what you have to deconstruct.
every white person is, right? We're all
Yeah, I
foreigners.
would say that. Yeah, I would agree with you there.
Okay. I can understand Native Americans wouldn't be included in everybody. Your ancestors were brought here, but technically we're all American citizens. That
And
comes with some.
technically, what's happening is the gerrymandering. And I want to ask you this specifically: do you understand that when the Supreme Court just overturned the Voting Rights Act and they allowed to gerrymander, and some of the southern states jumped the gun and literally are redistricting in the middle of the primary votes?
Yep.
Yeah, it's insane what they're doing with that. It is
Okay,
completely
well, where's your
insane.
voice?
Yeah, they got me distracted with the whole Gaza
Hey,
scene,
great
you
point,
know.
bro.
Okay, well, let's bring it back to America. Where's your voice? Come on now.
Well,
Switch.
hey,
I'm not. I'm
I
not.
know
I'm
it's a
not. I'm
Really
not going
quick.
to
nightmare.
ask you what your voice is, but I want you to understand what Hood said when he said rebrand. That means you have to be smart enough to see how they move the goalposts, right? What areas they use these racist white supremacist tactics.
Yeah,
You got to
fully.
start looking into the picture and stop looking at the picture.
Right.
Well,
Really quick.
let me
Hold on,
defend you
That's a
Hold
great
on.
right quick.
statement.
Hold on, guys.
That's a
It will
great
Real quick.
statement you just said.
Hold on,
difficult. It
guys.
will be
Real quick.
difficult.
Excuse me. John, I want to let John speak really quick. Go ahead, John. And then you guys can finish. I just want to let John speak real quick. I know he's been patient.
Yeah, I was just gonna say because I'm kind of beat. I was getting ready to drop, but I could hang a little around a little bit longer. Switchy, you just have to. You have to be the change that you want to see. You have to be the change that this country needs. We can't continue. Again, we're 3 years apart, man. We can't continue to think and talk and act like our parents and our grandparents. We're stuck in the past here. We have to build, a language after Jim Crow. We've got to do better as white people and teach our kids to be better.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
really no voices anymore speaking on this subject that are like prominent that I see in any media.
Oh, there are though.
Yeah,
I'll
I was
say
just about
Switch.
to
I'll
say
say
that.
Switch could be the next prominent voice.
And then switch. I'll be quick. In case you want to know, you can check out my page. And anybody that needs the help, I'm a community activist in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This is for my BLK people only. I'm pioneering a cooperative economics initiative in our community. 100,000 black BLK men, women, and youth to reinvest back in our community in the form of funding our own reparations. Now, for people like Switch, or rather, I'm sorry, I don't know you. For people like John Brown and anybody that shares like mind like him that wants to aid and support with fellow BLK activists in their community, I'm also setting that bridge up for y'all to do that as well with a network of people like me. I'm speaking for myself, and I have other people who are also doing this, but I have a unhoused home for the unhoused. We have currently 4 BLK women in there. Again, I coach, and we're looking for a warehouse to turn into a paintball or after school program for the youth when they get out, so they don't just be on the streets running around. So if you would like to donate to that, you can follow me. And if
What
you are a
city are you
BLK
in?
man and you would like to be a part of the network and you have proof of what you're doing in your community, or you just you can show and prove you're not doing this shit for money. Follow me, and I'll set you up with a program and initiative.
Hood, before you leave, what city are you in?
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
PA, okay. I'm gonna follow you. I'm in Atlanta, but maybe we could collab.
Yeah, I'll follow you back. Yeah. We could do something. I got people all over the country. It ain't. I live on it. There's no big U's. There's no little I's and big U's. So it ain't just about me. So I got a whole network of black men and women behind me that's serious about putting work in the community. So yeah, I appreciate that. John, if you be on tomorrow, I'm gonna be on when I get to work, brother. Host,
Yep.
I'm gonna follow you, and I appreciate the platform. Jesse, I appreciate you,
That's
Jesse, for allowing me.
amazing. Yes, and I followed you also.
I'm following you too.
Thank you for coming.
Appreciate you, Hood. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Thank y'all. These conversations are very needed. Thank y'all.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't want to interrupt. I just wanted to give John the a time to speak. But if y'all wanted to finish, go ahead.
Can I ask John, what do you do for a living?
Oh, I was a truck driver years ago.
Okay.
What about you? Do you think that immigrants are taking your job?
No. I did HVAC my whole life, and I know this country is going to be short 3 million skilled tradespeople by 2028, and we need people. We need people bad.
So you go along with what? Yep. Well, let me ask you this.
I'm sorry, real quick, Nikki. I'm sorry, really quick. I'm sorry. Critical, your background is bad. It's echoing really crazy.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I just want to let you know. Okay, go ahead, Nikki. I'm sorry.
Okay. Do you guys live in a rural area or city type area?
Me?
Uh-huh.
I
live in a suburb.
Yeah, I
A,
live.
a suburb outside of the city or like rural?
Outside the city.
Okay. So what's going to happen, and I do want you to take this back home to the kitchen. And that's where black people congregate. I don't know where y'all congregate. But what Trump is doing is he is dismantling every type of assistance.
Oh
We
yeah,
black.
yeah.
We okay. We actually have community. You guys are not okay. Cause y'all don't even have no cousins. We just know that. Just like we know that. You have to understand, you're gonna get stepped on first. You have to let your people know they're gonna get stepped on first. It's not us. We've been living without since it began.
In other words, you can only be the buffer class for so long before you become the bottom, or
No,
you put in there with the bottom. See,
I understand that wholeheartedly.
and people understanding and thinking of whiteness, yeah, you're just the buffer class. That's it. Once they're finished with you, they'll throw you away, and then you'll be in the bottom.
But you have to take it back to the ant pile because they don't know. They think because of the skin color, they in a billionaire class. That's not what's happening.
Yeah, it's insane. It really is. You know, one of the great things that China did was ban billionaires. And it's the influence they buy that ruins everything. And that's the path we're headed down right now. And I think so many of us are so wrapped up with just trying to survive anymore that conversations like this just aren't happening, and things are
It's
just getting
y'all.
worse
It's
and
not. It's
worse.
not us. It's not us, and I mean us as far as black and white. It's not us. As far as black and white, y'all white think that y'all with them, but they not with y'all. And you need to tell your people that.
Yeah, it's rampant between 18 and 30 especially. It's like they think if they're just on that the way they're supposed to think, that they're going to be gifted some future that's wonderful.
Go tell them.
I hope I did. And I have to continue too.
Man, may I ask a question to the YT people in this live? If you don't mind, host? Oh, a good question, too.
Go
Hello?
It's
ahead,
all
Mike.
you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate everything. To the YT people in this live and all, whatever, TikTok universe and everything. To the YT people, your president that you guys voted in, why don't you realize y'all made a big mistake that you're voting for this man, this racist man, and everything? And you knew he's racist, and you're still voting for him anyway. You knew he was a convicted convict, and you voted for him anyway. My question is right now: if you are so sorry and so remorse for how you destroying this country, how you let this man destroy the country and everything, why are on the YT people doing the million man white march on Washington to protest this man you got there in office in the first place? Where's the group of caring Americans? Because you care about Americans, you would do this and shit. Why are you guys gathering around and marching on this man? Mind you, if y'all gonna march on him and everything, he ain't gonna do it because he's white like you and everything. So y'all won't get arrested. Y'all won't get beat up. Cause if you're not white skin, you get beat down. But if you YT, you get the buck on January 6th. You get to fucking storm the White House and storm the Capitol, shit, piss, and do this in the Capitol and everything. That's the white privilege you have and everything.